Alright, enough of this shit. Look, sorry, I'm interrupting the intro and everything, but Bobby Lashley, you got a lot of explaining to do, so how about you get your ass out here right now? AJ, what the almighty Bobby Lashley did last week was simple. Bobby Lashley came out last week and crashed your main event match because we're done waiting for the almighty to get a shot at his WWE Championship. We're done waiting in line. We're done waiting our turn. The almighty's coming for your WWE Championship. Bobby, I admire the hustle, I really do, but look, I gotta tell you, you pissed off the wrong person. So I'll deal with you when the time is right. But AJ, you and I still got unfinished business from last week, because as far as I'm concerned, I was about to pin you to become WWE Champion. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, by the way, hey, LS11 Universe, it's Xander. Welcome back to WWE 2K22 Universe mode. John Cena's here. Edge, Lashley, and Styles all bickering over who the real champion or who should be fighting for the championship. John Cena now coming out to interrupt these three, and Cena has not looked at Edge. He's not looked at Lashley. He is instead staring a hole through the phenomenal AJ Styles. John Cena is here. And this crowd going nuts for Cena, who's racing down the ramp. Gentlemen, pardon the interruption. I understand there's a lot of confusion going on around here, but AJ, you especially are going to remember that 2 weeks ago, when I arrived on Monday Night Raw, I looked you and Seth Rollins dead in the eye, and I said, whichever one of you is Raw's world champion, I got the next shot. And well, I'm not just going to sit by twiddling my thumbs, being patient. No, I want a shot at the WWE title. Alright, well, the way I see it, John, you want the WWE title. Bobby, MVP, you want Lashley to get the WWE title. And Edge, you want the WWE title. Well, you know what? I've already defended this title 2 weeks in a row now. How about this? 2 weeks. Payback. Season 4. My first pay-per-view title defense. AJ Styles versus Edge. Bobby Lashley. And John Cena in a fatal 4-way. Well, I for one can agree to that. But Edge dropkick Styles, and now Cena grabs Edge, AA to Edge, and Bobby Lashley now throws John Cena over the ropes. Lashley dropping Cena, and now Bobby Lashley, just like last week, throws Styles into the steps. Kicks Edge in the ribs. Dominator to Edge. And Cena goes for an AA to Lashley. Lashley. Hurt lock in on Cena. It's an all-out brawl between the contenders here. And now Edge with a drop kick to Lashley. AJ Styles is... AJ Styles now. Phenomenal forearm to Lashley. What the hell is happening? Cena takes out the legs of AJ. And Edge with a spear to Cena. And one for AJ. Welcome to Raw, ladies and gentlemen. Well, after a knockdown drag-out brawl between our four men that we now know will face off for the WWE title at Payback in less than 2 weeks. we're going to move into our first match of the night as here comes Dominik Dijakovic to the ring. Dominik Dijakovic marching down to the ring. He's making to look everyone on Raw, make everyone on Raw tonight feast their eyes on him. So Dominik Dijakovic's got a tall task ahead of him tonight, though. Dijakovic is going one-on-one with the #1 ranked Ring General, the leader of Imperium, Walter, and I promise he'll be back in black next time you see him. Because we are one day, at the time of recording this, we're a day removed from Clash at the Castle, where Imperium's been reunited, and Walter is back in black, so all is right in the world. Aichner and Barthel following him to the ring. Der Ring General Walter marching down. I believe this is the first time we're going to be seeing him in action since his victory over Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. So Walter marching down to the ring. The new beast of Monday night. Imperium marching to the ring. Also, I'm just going to apologize in advance for the cat. She is screaming today for some reason. So Walter, Barthel, and Aichner making their way to the ring. Imperium, former Raw Tag Team Champions and NXT Tag Team Champions. Barthel and Aichner came up just short recently for those SmackDown Tag titles at WrestleMania. But now Walter, as I said, fresh off his victory over Brock Lesnar, is here on Monday Night Raw, looking to show why he is currently ranked #1 on Monday Night Raw. And perhaps maybe he'll then give some insight to why he wasn't involved in that brawl a moment ago, because you would think with his ranking, he would certainly be due a WWE title shot. This crowd going electric for Der Ring General. Here we go, Walter versus Dijakovic. For a chop, Dijakovic knocks him back, knee to the ribs. Went for the chop again. Counter for counter. Oh, by the way, there's the other reason why we're going to be getting rid of the red coat. He's got him up. Walter slides out of it. For the chop. Dijakovic with a moonsault. Now Dijakovic grabs him, and Dijakovic stomping on the chest. Down he goes, and now Dijakovic getting Walter up to his feet, grabs hold of him. Dijakovic, clothesline. Goes up to the middle rope, and Dijakovic won't look to fly. Went for a moonsault. Walter out of the way. For the chop again, Dijakovic blocked it. There's the chop. And that one rang out through the building. Walter kicking away on him for another chop. There's a kick. Counter for counter here. Punch to the gut. And another chop. And again. Oh my God, floored him with that one, but he picks him back up. Stomping away on him now, Walter. Getting Dijakovic back up to his feet, and Walter with Dijakovic, who counters. Dominik Dijakovic grabs hold of him, pulls him in, scoops him up on his shoulders. Walter counters. Huge chop attempt. Dijakovic ducked him. And now Dijakovic and Walter. Whoa! Dijakovic went for a super kick. Walter with a double axe handle to the back. Gets Dijakovic back to his feet, and now Dijakovic. Choke slam backbreaker. Dijakovic goes into the corner. Dijakovic. We go. Went for a boot. Walter out of the way. Double axe handle floored him. Getting him back to his feet now. Walter chops him. Now he gets Dijakovic up, and Walter with Dominik Dijakovic pulls him in. And Der Ring General. Powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. He wins again. In dominant fashion, Walter puts down Dijakovic. Imperium standing tall. All hail der Ring General. Hang on a minute, Walter's got... He's asked for a microphone. At WrestleMania, I became the man who broke the beast, Brock Lesnar. Since then, I have been ranked #1 on Monday Night Raw. And many have asked me, Ring General, why are you not facing AJ Styles? And the answer is simple. When the Ring General fights for gold, he does it alone. I will not be one of 5 fighting for a title. I want the winner of the Payback Fatal 4-Way to watch me very closely. Because soon, the Ring General World Champion demanded the Ring General will be champion soon. This is ridiculous. It's time for things to change. It's time for things to change. I was Intercontinental Champion a year ago, and now I'm losing to The Miz at WrestleMania on the kickoff show. Things have got to change. You know exactly what I mean, don't you? Well, I'm not really sure. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not 100% sure who Dominic Dijakovic was talking to there, but I'm just gonna use my better judgment today. As Aaliyah and Dana Brooke making their way to the ring. They are set for some action here tonight in tag team action. And their opponents tonight are not a team that I would want to cross by any means. Strike Force. Shayna Baszler and Ivy Nile. Strike Force making their way down to the ring. They met at the semifinals of the Women's Tag Team Tournament. And what I've been told is if they win here tonight, they will face off with Fire and Desire next week, with the winners getting a shot at the Women's Tag Team Championships at a later date. So Shayna and Ivy making their way to the ring. They are set for some tag team action. You can see Shayna motioning. She wants that gold. That is the one bit of gold she's yet to hold in WWE Universe. If she holds that, it would mean she's officially the first Women's Grand Slam champion. Without any further ado. Oh! Aaliyah got out of the way and caused Shayna to hit the ref. But Shayna doesn't care. Shayna with a forearm strike to Aaliyah. And Shayna now grabs her by the arm, and Shayna Baszler takes down the arm into an armbar. Trying to tap out Aaliyah here, and Shayna Baszler has her down. Ivy Nile going right after Dana Brooke. And Shayna Baszler, she might break the arm of Aaliyah here. And Shayna decides to let her go. Aaliyah manages to roll through it, and Aaliyah, whoa, turns it around and punches her a couple times. It looked like Shayna nearly had it there for a second. And now Shayna with a clothesline. And tag made to her protege, Ivy Nile. Shayna is kind of, I guess the best way to put it is Shayna's kind of plucked Ivy Nile from the diamond mine where she was struggling a lot. And she's helped her by bringing her in, taking her under her wing. Shayna Baszler is arguably the best women's competitor in LS11. She's the most decorated, for sure. Raw Women's Champion, SmackDown Women's Champion, and NXT Women's Champion. And she's been guiding Ivy Nile on how to be a top star in WWE. And Ivy Nile still recognized as part of the Diamond Mine, who are now part of Monday Night Raw as well. As Ivy Nile hits the ropes a few times, referee at the count of 2. 3 count. Aaliyah getting back into the ring. And Aaliyah jumps in. Ivy Nile into a bear hug. And now it's Ivy Nile's turn to try and tap her out here. Aaliyah is struggling. Ivy Nile wrenching in that bear hug. Dana Brooke trying to make the save, but Aaliyah is now all alone thanks to Shayna. And Ivy Nile throws her down. Now Ivy Nile with a snapmare to Dana Brooke. Jumping neck breaker. Ivy grabbing hold of Aaliyah now, and Aaliyah and Dana Brooke are suffering in this matchup. Aaliyah thrown in the corner. Tag made to Shayna. Now Shayna Baszler kicks the ribs of Aaliyah. Shayna takes her down. Shayna. Repeated palm strikes. Back into an armbar. But a rope break's going to save Aaliyah on that one. Now Shayna grabs hold of her again. Shayna Baszler takes her down. And Shayna. The palm strikes coming down again. Shayna Baszler. Whoa, went for another armbar. Aaliyah kicked her in the head. Now Aaliyah is on to Shayna. Launches her over the top rope. Out to the floor. Dana Brooke. She's thinking about it. I don't know if I'd do it, Dana. You have the fastest loss in LS11 history, courtesy of Shayna, and she's going to punish you anyway. Aaliyah getting back into the ring, and Shayna Baszler was barely paying her any attention for a moment there. Poison Rana from Aaliyah. Shayna back to her feet now, and Shayna takes her down. Back into the palm strikes. And Shayna Baszler back into another armbar on Aaliyah. And Aaliyah taps out Strike Force in a dominant victory. Strike Force. Get the win. Strike Force will face Fire and Desire next week to find out who the #1 contenders to the Women's Tag Team Championships are. Shayna Baszler and Ivy Nile with a dominant victory. Shayna and Ivy score the win. Strike Force. Showing what they've got. Showing what they're made of. We got more coming up on Raw. That was only our second matchup of the night. Later tonight, we got a fatal 5-way match where the winner is going to fight me for my Intercontinental title at Payback. Look, I want to wish each of the 5 guys in that matchup the best of luck, because I want to be a fighting Intercontinental Champion, and I look forward to putting my title on the line against whoever wins. But just know, after what I did at WrestleMania, how things have gone for me on my first 2 weeks here in Raw, I'm a genetic freak, not normal. And you're not taking this Intercontinental title from me. We're going to move into some more singles action up next on Raw. As here comes one of the late drafts to Raw, one of the off-air drafts. Shotzi Blackheart has arrived to Raw, and you can see her sporting the red because of it. Shotzi is here. The Tank is on Raw. Shotzi Blackheart driving down to the ring. Shotzi, this could be a great move for her. She's someone who kind of floundered a little bit on SmackDown, all things considered. She got wins, but she never really got a title match. She never really got the big opportunities to fight for gold or to be a #1 contender or anything. But now she's here on Raw. She's brought the Tank with her. And Shotzi, she very well could be Raw Women's Champion this season. You never know what's going to happen. Shotzi makes her way to the ring. Where the hell did she get that Viking helmet from? Shotzi's made her way to the ring, though. The green-haired warrior on Monday nights. But she does have a rather tall task ahead of her. because she has to face the #1 ranked Raquel Gonzalez. Raquel marching down to the ring. Raquel was the Royal Rumble winner earlier this season, ended up coming up short at WrestleMania. Raquel Gonzalez marches down to the ring. Shotzi just kind of examining Raquel as she approaches. They didn't really get a chance to meet in NXT. And Shotzi realizes, what have I gotten myself into? So Raquel Gonzalez has made her way to the ring. This crowd chanting for Shotzi. Without any further ado, here we go. Shotzi went for an enziguri. Raquel sidestepped her. And Raquel takes her down immediately. Raquel comes up the middle rope. Shotzi out of the way. Shotzi kicks her in the ribs. And Shotzi rolls her over. Rolls her through. Cover. 1. No. Raquel with an elbow. And Raquel now kicks her. Taking her down. And Raquel Gonzalez grabbing Shotzi. Picking her back up to her feet. Shotzi in trouble. Raquel with a right hook. Shotzi with a knee strike now, and Shotzi kicks the knee. Shotzi firing away on Raquel. Kicks her in the ribs, and Shotzi going nuts here. Kicks her in the ribs again. Shotzi, super kick to the ribs. Went for it again. Now Raquel scoops her up, and Raquel fall away slam. Raquel Gonzalez grabs onto her, dragging Shotzi away from the ropes, and Raquel into a cover on Shotzi. 1. Shotzi kicks out. Shotzi Blackheart getting back up to her feet. Raquel pulls her in, and Raquel, oh my god, swinging her around here. Shotzi being slung to the mat by Raquel Gonzalez. Blackheart getting picked back up to her feet. Raquel kicks her in the ribs, and Raquel looking to end it. Has her up. Into a submission here on Shotzi. And Shotzi gonna break the hold. Rolls through. Arm drag to Raquel. Shotzi Blackheart now. Whoa! Sliced bread! Shotzi going up to the top rope, and Shotzi Blackheart's up high. Senton! No way is she gonna pull this off. Cover! 1, 2, Raquel kicked out! Shotzi Blackheart nearly upset the #1 ranked Raquel Gonzalez. Shotzi runs into her, but Raquel powers through, and Raquel scoops her up, walking her around, knee into the back, stretching her out. And now Raquel grabs Shotzi by the throat, and Raquel launches her across the ring. Raquel going up to the middle rope, and Raquel Gonzalez, well, she's telling Shotzi to get up. Raquel. Shotzi with a shot to the gut. Now Shotzi races around behind, rolls Raquel through. Cover. 1, 2, no. Raquel grabs onto her, and Raquel Gonzalez with Shotzi. Shotzi's fighting back, though, and Shotzi Blackheart knocks her back. Shotzi with a kick to the ribs, knocks back Raquel. Raquel with a right hook, and Raquel Gonzalez turns her around, pulls her in, and Raquel scoops her up for the choke slam, power bomb, stacks her up. 1, 2, what? Shotzi kicked out. And so Raquel picks her up by the throat and manhandles her across the ring. Raquel up to the middle rope now, and Raquel, oh, went for a splash. Shotzi out of the way again. Shotzi kicks her in the ribs, and Shotzi grabs Raquel, pulls her through, rolls her through again. 1, 2, no. Raquel kicks her in the ribs now, and Raquel gonna look to do it again. She's got her up for that stretch. Raquel gonna stretch her out and tap her out here. Raquel Gonzalez gonna try and beat Shotzi here, and Shotzi fighting with all she's got to try and get out of it. She breaks the hold. She rolls it into an arm drag. Shotzi grabs her again, and Shotzi, sliced bread! And now she's punching Raquel in the head. Shotzi knocks Raquel back, and Shotzi Blackheart knee to the ribs of Raquel, and Shotzi answering back. And her back again. Shotzi. Oh, Raquel turns her around. Raquel. Oh, Raquel. I think was thinking that choke bomb. Shotzi rolls her through. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God! Shotzi Blackheart just pinned Raquel Gonzalez. Shotzi avoided the second chokeslam powerbomb, rolled Raquel through, and Shotzi Blackheart, in a huge upset, just pinned Raquel Gonzalez. Shotzi Blackheart scores the win. And Raquel can't believe it. Shotzi celebrating a win. There's Io Shirai, the Raw Women's Champion, staring down Shotzi, congratulating her on her win, and Io Shirai pretty much just saying, I suppose I'll be seeing you soon. Move on with more of Raw up next. Xavier, just who I was looking for. Hey Drew. Look, I just wanted to come talk to you. You know, congrats on you and the New Day winning the tag titles at WrestleMania. I was wondering. You know, I've got this new guy in the Diamond Mine, Damon Kemp. And we're here on Raw. It's a whole new landscape for us, so I was wondering if you would be interested in allowing us the opportunity next week for 3 of us to take on you guys in a 6-man tag match to learn from the best team on Raw. I see. Well, I mean, you know, I do have a PhD, so I'm obviously very, very much the right person to go to if you need to be taught something. You know what? Kofi's got a match in the main event with Edge tonight, but, yeah, you know what? I will get back to you on that. Bring 3 of your Diamond Mine guys next week, and I will go talk to the boys about it. Sound good? All right, I look forward to it, Woods. Yeah, I bet you do. Well, it's now time for the aforementioned Intercontinental Championship #1 contender match. Ilya Dragunov, the Invincible, out first. This will be a fatal 5-way elimination, should the game actually let it work this time, matchup. Ilya Dragunov marching to the ring. The winner faces the Breaker, Braun Steiner, for the Intercontinental Championship at Payback. Ilya Dragunov, a former NXT North American champion, making his way to the ring. This is his Raw debut. It's exciting to see Ilya here on Monday nights. So Ilya Dragunov has made his way to the ring. But it is a fatal 5-way, which means we have 4 more people coming out. Out next, a man who had a very surprising showing against John Cena last week. Looked like he had Cena reeling a couple times in the match. Dominic Mysterio making his way to the ring. The son of the Cruiserweight champion, Dominic Mysterio, making his way to the ring. Dominic Mysterio marching down to the ring. He is the second man in this 5-way matchup. Out next, one of the quiet drafts to Monday night. Odyssey Jones is out next. We haven't gotten to see much of Odyssey Jones in the LS11 Universe just because the rosters are so stacked right now. Odyssey Jones making his way down to the ring, though. Last time I remember seeing him, he was taking Brock Lesnar to the limits on Super SmackDown. Odyssey Jones marching down to the ring. He is the third man in this five-way matchup. I'm just not going to be asked to think of 2 minutes of things to say for 5 people each. Out next, back on Monday Night Raw for the first time since Season 2. Apollo Crews is here. Apollo Crews making his way to the ring. But he is not the last man in this matchup. No, it is 5 people, and that is only 4 that I count so far. The 5th man in this fatal 5-way. A former hardcore champion, the man who walked into WrestleMania as hardcore champion, Rick Boogs, making his way to the ring. He walked into WrestleMania as hardcore champion and did not walk out the same way. I mean, I spent a minute as hardcore champion at WrestleMania, so, you know. That happened. So, Rick Boogs makes his way to the ring. It's fatal 5-way. Hopefully elimination. We'll see. It's supposed to be. I distinctly said it as that. Here we go. It's every man for himself. Mysterio going after Crews. Odyssey Jones gets drop kicked by Dominic. Ilya Dragunov chomps down Rick Boogs, and Dragunov takes down Rick Boogs into a cover. 1, no. Well, yes, it does appear to be elimination, given no one rushed to break that up. Double axe handle from Boogs. Dominic Mysterio knocks Boogs into the ropes. Oh, and Ilya Dragunov with a kick to the side of Apollo Crews' head. Odyssey Jones launching Apollo. Ilya Dragunov sends him into the mat. Rick Boogs with a back body drop to Dominic. Big knee strike from Ilya. And now Ilya Dragunov went for a senton. And now in the corner, Rick Boogs covers Dominic Mysterio. Kick out. And now Odyssey Jones with Ilya Dragunov. Oh, a sidewalk slam from Boogs. And now Odyssey Jones knocking back Dragunov. Oh, and a big splash from Jones. Walks across the back. And a big arm drag to Dominic Mysterio. And a senton. And another. Ilya Dragunov. No, Dominic out of the way. Wait a minute, Dominic Mysterio. Whoa, whips Dragunov towards the ropes. Drop kick to the back. Knocks Dominic in the corner. It's a complete mosh pit in a 5-way like this, and you're asking me to call it alone. And now Odyssey Jones with a springboard elbow to Rick Boogs. Apollo Crews, who remember at WrestleMania put down Omos and Beer. Dominic Mysterio takes out Ilya Dragunov's arm. Apollo has really been showing what he's made of lately as Dragunov falls out of the ring. Odyssey Jones takes a tumble to the outside as well, and now Rick Boogs, Apollo Crews, and Dominic Mysterio, the only men in the ring. Who's going to be the first one eliminated? That's definitely going to change the tides of this matchup for sure. Dominic Mysterio springboards. Dominic launching on is now Apollo Crews. Knocks back Rick Boogs. Dominic Mysterio. Big forearm to Apollo. Rick Boogs going to the outside. Dragunov. Oh, Rick Boogs has him up. And Apollo and Rick Boogs just kind of simultaneously with military presses. Apollo follows his up with a moonsault, though. Covers Dominic. 1, 2, 3. And just as I expected, Dominic Mysterio is the first one eliminated. Oh, what a clothesline to Apollo Crews. Odyssey Jones with a clothesline to Dragunov. Torpedo Moscow. 1, 2, no. The referee was a little too slow getting to the count there, and that bought Odyssey Jones time. Senton from Dragunov takes down Apollo. Now Ilya Dragunov. Arc drag. Into another. Now Rick Boogs back to his feet. Rick Boogs, the apron, back into the ring. He kicks Ilya Dragunov in the ribs. Rick Boogs, pump handle, power slam. Boogs to eliminate Dragunov. 1, 2, no. Dragunov kicks out. Now Boogs going up behind Apollo, grabs onto him. German suplexes Apollo Crews. Rick Boogs grabs Apollo, deadlifts him. Power bomb. Dragunov staggering back to his feet, and Dragunov. Torpedo Moscow again. This time to Boogs. 1, 2, no. Boogs kicked out. Apollo takes down Dragunov. Everyone turning their attention to Dragunov, as Dragunov's been a house of fire. Good Lord, look at the strength of Apollo. Walking Odyssey Jones around the ring, drops him into the ropes. Now, Dragunov for a clothesline. Rick Boogs got him. Apollo, oh my God, Apollo suplexes Odyssey Jones. Dragunov went for the clothesline again. Boogs caught him. And a chop block from Dragunov to Boogs. Odyssey Jones got out of the way. The moonsault from Apollo. Apollo taking out the head of Odyssey Jones. Apollo knocking him back. Another torpedo Moscow to Boogs. 1, 2. Boogs is eliminated. We're down to 3. Crews covering Jones. 1, 2, no. And now Apollo Crews. No. Dragunov. Torpedo Moscow to Crews. 1, 2, 3, no. Odyssey Jones jumps Dragunov from behind. And now Dragunov falls out of the ring. Odyssey Jones turns over Apollo Crews, and Jones splash. And Odyssey Jones eliminates Apollo Crews. Now Dragunov thrown into the announce table. Into a knee strike to Jones on the outside, and another one, taking him down. And now Ilya Dragunov gets Odyssey Jones back to his feet. Clothesline attempt. Jones into a neck breaker. One of these two men is going to take on Braun Steiner at Payback, and Odyssey Jones is looking to make it him. Oh, splat onto the floor. Dragunov back into the ring. Odyssey Jones pulling the announce table apart. So Dragunov went for a baseball slide. Pacing around ringside now. Dragunov telling Jones to bring it. Dragunov looking under the ring for a moment there. And that bought Jones enough time, but I think Dragunov was trying to psych him out. Dragunov slams him into the mat, into the apron. Ilya Dragunov grabbing onto Odyssey Jones, into the announce table. Taking him back up to his feet again. Dragunov with Odyssey, into the table again. And again. Dragunov's put him against the announce table, and Ilya Dragunov slams him head first into the announce table. Chopping away on him now. Dragunov hitting him with everything he's got. Dragunov now sends him ribs first into the corner of the table. Jones is down. Dragunov throws it back into the ring. Dragunov. Torpedo Moscow missed. Odyssey Jones out of the way. Odyssey Jones goes for a right hook. Dragunov countered. Jones runs him over. Now Odyssey Jones. Splash! 1, 2. Dragunov kicked out. Odyssey Jones has him down. Dragunov back to his feet. Huge knee strike. Into an elbow. Odyssey Jones being picked back up. Dragunov shoots his shot. Clothesline. Now Ilya Dragunov backs up into the corner. And Dragunov letting the crowd roar for Torpedo Moscow. 1, 2, 3. Ilya Dragunov gets the win. Ilya Dragunov will be going to Payback to fight for a championship he's been after for quite some time. Ilya Dragunov gets the win, getting towards the main event. First, Seth loses Goldie. He fails to keep her safe. And now John Cena is rewarded for having nothing with a championship match. It's been a very long time. But I think it's time that I remind everyone that the Blackheart is more than just a nickname.
Oh, WWE Universe! Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your longest reigning tag champs and feel the power!
Here come the Raw Tag Team Champions, The New Day, to the ring. Kofi Kingston set for some singles action here tonight. Oddly enough, this is the first time we've seen them on screen with the championships since winning them at WrestleMania. Kofi and Big E with the gold around their waist. They're going to go head-to-head with the Diamond Mine and six-man tag match action next week. Kofi Kingston competing tonight in the main event. So the New Day have made their way to the ring. Reunited, it feels so good. It still feels surreal seeing them all together. Feels even crazier seeing them with the titles. Kofi and Big E and Xavier all in the ring here. Kofi Kingston has a big matchup, though, against the man who stood tall over all of his Payback opponents to start the show. It's the Rated R Superstar Edge. Last week, Edge fought for the WWE Championship in the main event, only to come up short because of Bobby Lashley interference leading to a no contest. Tonight, Edge looks to get one step closer before the Fatal 4-Way next weekend at Payback. It will be Edge, Cena, Lashley, and Styles in a Fatal 4-Way. So the Rated R Superstar slides into the ring. Edge and Kingston. Is it 2022 or 2007? Sorry. So the Rated R Superstar versus the Power of Positivity. Kofi and Edge, one-on-one. Here we go. Kofi tries to grab him. Throws a right hook. Edge grabs onto him now, and Edge. Kofi Kingston. Head first into the turnbuckle. And again. Edge grabs onto him now, and Edge throws him to the corner again. Edge kicks him. And again, now Edge stomping on one hand. Stomping on the champion. Oh my god. Flips him off in the corner as well. Edge. What did Kofi ever do to you? Kofi takes him down. Kofi hits the ropes, and Kofi Kingston, knee to the head. Kofi getting him back up to his feet. Kofi throws him off the ropes. Kofi Kingston, no, they collide. Kofi grabs onto Edge, throws him off the ropes. Kofi, no, Edge, knee to the side of Kofi Kingston. And back up to his feet. Edge scoops him up on his shoulder, scoops him up in his arms, throws him in the corner, throws him across the ring, and Xavier Woods trying to will Kofi on with the trombone. Kofi kicks out. There's a kick now, and Kofi Kingston now mounting the comeback. DDT to Edge. Kofi stomping on it now. Kofi. Oh, a knee to the face from the Rated R Superstar. Kofi, whoa, rolls him through. One, no, Edge kicks out. Kofi went for a chop. Edge throws him over the top rope, out to the floor goes Kingston. Edge has got Kofi Kingston down. Edge. Kofi back to his feet. Kofi floats over. DDTs him again. Kofi Kingston now launches Edge back into the ring. Kofi stomps on him, turns him over, hits the ropes. Boom drop. Incoming. This crowd going nuts. As Kofi kicking away on Edge. Kofi grabs the ropes. Springboard. Cannonball. Kingston now getting Edge back up to his feet. And Kofi, he's thinking it's time for a little trouble in paradise. But Edge grabs onto him, and Edge, flatliner. Puts him in the ribs, takes him down again. Edge, headbutts him. Taking him down, Edge, covers him. One, no. Edge with a super kick. Now Edge turns him over, and Edge. Oh, wait a minute. Edge. Cutting Edge. Edge has got in. Cutting Edge. Xavier and Big E are getting worried. Kofi pushes back the Rated R Superstar, and Kingston win for trouble in paradise. Edge mounted the ropes. Edge takes him down with a spear off the middle rope. One, two, barely gets the shoulders up, does Kofi Kingston. Edge now headbutting Kofi. Kofi gets back up to his feet, and Kofi spinning wheel kick. For another one, Edge got him in the ribs. Edge punches him in the back. And now the Rated R Superstar saying, come on. On this day, Edge hits the spear. One, two, three. Edge scores the win. Edge scores the win over Kofi Kingston, showing why he is one of the 3 men facing AJ Styles in that fatal 4-way at Payback. Huge win for Edge tonight. Thank you all for tuning in to Monday Night Raw. Things continue to heat up here in the LS11 universe. We got a big week ahead of us. We got Dynamite tomorrow. We got Against All Odds on Thursday. Of course, Rampage on Wednesday. Can't forget about that, even though I continuously do. And on Friday, SmackDown, of course. But until next time, I've been Xander, and that was Universe.